Hey guys, this is TheTolhe and welcome to Let's Play Fallout 3 Part 32. Last time we left off, I had just gotten back from getting a few death claws, and we were going to make some gauntlets. I also did want to drop off a couple more bobbleheads. We now have the luck one and the agility one. I got the luck a little while ago, but in the last recording session I got agility as well. Stumbled upon that, which was pretty awesome. So now we have... collection started. I don't want to say a good collection, we just have a start of a collection. Getting there, slowly. From here, though, if I'm going to make some more Deathclaw gauntlets, I need 2 more Wonder Glue, and I need 2 medical braces, and then, what else did I need? Leather belts, I think? Let's grab 2 of those, I think that's the other item I need. And I'm over encumbered, which is, what? Really? Why? Did I not drop stuff off at the end of the last recording session? That doesn't sound like me. Created a Deathclaw gauntlet. Deathclaw gauntlet created. I now have 2 more, and I had 1 to start with, so we should be able to do some repairing. Repair, and repair. 24 damage, and pretty good condition. I doubt I can get much better than that. Let's hotkey that to the bottom, and then... Why is my weight so high? I must not have dropped anything off. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably mostly the power armor I picked up last time. I came across some outcast Brotherhood members, and one of them died to dogs. And so I picked up all this junk. Yeah, I've got a little bit of weight from... some miscellaneous things, which I can put in this locker real quick. But there's got to be something else that's weighing me down. It's not... Oh, it could be that radiation suit. Oh, and that Merc outfit. Okay, let's go put that junk in the cabinet upstairs. Well... kind of feel like hanging on to the radiation suit and even possibly getting it repaired. That could come in handy. Alien blaster is a little bit of weight. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really that's weighing me down too much. I think I should be good with 137. Let's progress forward. I did turn on some DLC though. I was under the impression, let's see if any of it pops up here. No? No messages? Okay, oh, there we go. A new radio broadcast has been heard across the Capital Waste. It sounds like a distress call, but seems meant for certain ears only. Outcast distress signal? Okay, that's one of them. And it looks like we're good. Okay. What did I do? I turned on 2 pieces of DLC. I turned on Anchorage and Broken Steel. I thought that with the Game of the Year edition, all the DLC would have been on by default, but that is not the case. Because I was informed by a friend that when I went up to that UFO, they were surprised that I wasn't taken to the UFO related DLC. And they were like, "Do you not have like the DLC?" And I was like, "I have the Game of the Year edition. I thought for sure that was all just on by default," but it turns out you actually have to manually turn that DLC on in like the launcher that comes up for Fallout. So I turned on only a couple pieces as per my friend's request, or recommendation I should say. Apparently some of the DLC, like the alien stuff, will take you to really cool areas, but once you're taken there, there's not really much way back. There's not really a way back until you finish it. So I'm not going to turn on some of that stuff until later. Pick this stuff up, but I'm probably going to drop it for better things eventually. Words. Yeah, so I turned on Broken Steel and Anchorage because apparently they're not so bad. They're either shorter. I think Broken Steel changes the end of the game and also changes some events in the world, adds more world events is what I was told. And then Anchorage I think might be an area where you're pulled away or something, but it's short. If you guys disagree or think I should just turn it all on, let me know. Yeah, because I think it would be kind of lame if I was wandering through and then just got pulled into a DLC area and then just be stuck there, especially if the enemies were harder. I'm not sure if they are. I'm just not willing to risk it, I guess. But the fact that Broken Steel adds more to just the wasteland, that sounds like a no-brainer turn on. There's another point of interest over here. There's a couple more, and we are in the far reaches of the northern edge. So let's go explore a couple of these very far distant locations. I'm trying to remember what we were doing. I was collecting Deathclaw gauntlets, which technically I've done. There was also the Deathclaw, like, structures, those buildings over there in the distance. That area I'd like to explore, but I figure why not check on a few of these points of interest first before heading back to the Deathclaws and exploring their land. Is this a gate? No, the gate must be over here. The Republic of Dave.
Is that yours?
Hi?
Stop right there, mister. What you think you're doing in the Republic of Dave?
Don't worry, I'm just here to play Republic with you.
I like playing Republic. Even though stupid Ralphie always gets to play as Dave. Here, I'll take you to Dave. Just be sure to call him Mr. President Daddy. He likes that.
Okay, I'm gonna put away my weapon. Let's follow Flower to Dave. Oh, you must be Dave. Hey, Dave.
I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed. Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave?
Most exalted President Dave, I am ambassador from the Wasteland.
That's just what I would expect to hear from another spy from the Wasteland. You have 1 hour to leave the Republic of Dave or be executed.
Whoa, that's brutal.
Oh, look at this. The spy has returned to gather intelligence. You'll get nothing from me, spy. What do you want?
There must be something I can do to stay.
Now that you mention it, the President could use a new hunting rifle. Tell you what, you find me a serviceable hunting rifle, and I'll grant you special asylum within my republic. Or you can just pay the 250 cap tax on unwanted refugees.
I have a hunting rifle right here.
Yes, this will do nicely. Congratulations! You are now an official refugee of the Republic of Dave.
Anything happening in this place, Mr. President?
There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic?
I really wouldn't know. I just got here.
Ah, a seeker of knowledge then. Well, trust me, an election is what separates a president like myself from a monarch like my father.
Your father was a monarch and you're a president. How does that work?
My father inherited his political power from birth and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Tom. Although I also inherited my political power from my father when I took over, I formed a republic so the people may elect their leader.
I'd like to discuss the election with you.
The election is still going on. What do you want to know?
There's the option I'm looking for. I'd like to throw my hat into the ring and run for the presidency.
I'm sorry, but the president must be a citizen of the republic to run for office. So you do not qualify.
Okay, well, who's eligible to vote?
That would be Bob, Shauna, Jessica, Rosie, and myself. In the Republic, if you're old enough to carry a weapon, you're old enough to vote. Rosie and Jessica are usually here in the capital. Bob usually hangs out outside near the Brahmin pen. Shauna runs the Museum of Dave, so you can find her there.
Who's running in the election?
Nobody except me. Why would the people need anyone else but Dave? I give them all that they ask for.
Could I help with the election, Mr. President?
All right, sure, why not? The people have a tendency to wait until the last minute to vote, but I'd like just to get it over with. I'll spare a few caps if you just tell each of the adults to get over to the voting booth sometime today, so I cinch the victory. Not that I have anything to worry about. The people know who their leader is in this republic.
Your republic is forfeit. Prepare to be reclaimed by the wasteland. Wow. Okay. Did you already vote, Mr. President?
Of course I voted. I was the first to vote. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of the votes to come in.
Huh. Okay. Okay. I have to go now.
Very well.
This is an interesting little quest area. Not exactly what I initially thought it was going to be.
That's
There's a
secure
wastelander
for a
who wishes
reason.
to see you, sir.
Okay. Well, let's save before I do any more speech dialogues that mess me up and talk to Jessica and Rosie. I'm going to double check around here and make sure there's nothing of value. It's all stealing, so probably not. Alright, let's start with Jessica.
Dave says you're okay? Fine.
I can say that to anyone. Your republic is forfeit. Okay, I'd like to know more about the republic.
You should talk to Dave, but okay.
Tell me more about this Dave guy.
That's President Dave to you, Wastelander. Call him by his full name, or we'll shoot you. He takes care of all of us. Even that selfish Rosie and her brats. My children will be a lot nicer than hers.
Could you tell me more about yourself, Jessica?
All I have to say is Dave is my husband. Mine. Do you understand? I don't care what Rosie has to say about it. Just because Rosie used to be this big leader out in the wasteland, she thinks she's better than me. She even ordered Dave around once.
You're Dave's second wife?
First wife. Rosie is the second wife, since she's the oldest and not good for anything anymore.
What's your take on the republic?
Dave is a great leader. He's going to bring civilization back to the wasteland. One day, they'll say it all started here.
Okay, okay. That's all I need to know.
Okay,
I'd like to discuss the election with you.
I'll help you if I can.
Who's running in the election?
Only Dave. He's the...
Okay, we've heard this. I could also say to you that I'd like to throw my hat in the ring.
I don't think you can do that. You'd better ask Dave.
Okay, so that's what I thought. I don't think she's gonna be a swing vote here. She seems pretty much in the Dave camp. Have you considered running for presidency?
No way. You'd have to be crazy to run against him.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna say we talk to other people before we tell her to go vote.
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay. Well, welcome, stranger. Just be mindful of the children.
I'd like to know more about the Republic.
Sure, honey. But don't make it too long, or Dave will start wondering why we're talking.
Tell me more about this Dave guy.
Dave is a good man. He looks after all the children and makes sure they have plenty to do. He's bought a lot of toys, not that he'd admit it. He has our Shauna teach classes to the younger ones. She's over at the Museum of Dave to the west of the Republic.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to say, really. I'm Dave's wife, or first wife, I guess. I've lived here for many years now.
You're Dave's first wife, right? He has two?
Well, yes. Dave and I were married when he was wandering the wasteland, before inheriting the Republic from his father, Tom. After Ralph was born, Dave said that the President of the Republic needed to repopulate the wasteland. So, now we have a second wife.
Okay. What's your take on the Republic?
We have plenty of food and water here, and the compound is fairly safe. I'm glad the children can be raised here, away from the wasteland. I'd like to see more trading done with the local caravans, but Dave's afraid their outside influence could weaken the Republic.
Okay.
Sure, honey.
Goodbye.
Bye. Take
I'd
care
like
of
to
yourself.
see what other people in the Republic have to say. Let's find out more about each person.
So, Dave gave you the okay, huh? Well, welcome then. I run the Museum of Dave, where the children of the Republic can learn about their heritage.
Okay. I'd like to discuss, I'd like to know more about the Republic.
The Museum of Dave is happy to answer any questions on behalf of the Republic of Dave's Office of Tourism.
Tell me more about this Dave guy.
President Dave is the savior of the wasteland.
Okay.
If you would like to learn more,
You are in the
how
Dave
very
camp.
Dave-like.
we're gonna go talk to someone else.
Have you heard about Dave, mister?
Yes? What is it? Come on, I don't have all day.
I'd like to know more about the Republic. Tell me about this Dave guy.
Dave made me second commander of the army of Dave, and that means I get a gun. Don't make me have to use it.
So I'm Bob. I'd like to know more about you.
All you need to know is that I'm second in command next to Dave, so don't bother me. And don't talk to Rosie or Jessica either. Those are Dave's wives, and they have work they need to do.
Okay, okay. That's all I need to know.
Just
Leave.
don't bother.
Wastelander. Like about Dave.
There should be one more person, right? If I remember correctly. He said there was 5 people. Whoa. That was red. I shouldn't have went in there. No one seemed to notice, though. This is open, though. This is school. Some pre-war... Ooh. Really? The inscription on the base reads, "Only through observation will you perceive weakness." Is that another... Perception is one of the base abilities, isn't it? Well, okay. That's kind of crazy because that means that 2 of the bobbleheads are up in this corner of the map. Well, I guess the... Yeah, no, this was the disposal. That's not that far away because this is where I found agility on this waypoint or point of interest. Huh. Okay, well, that's super cool. I'm going to double check with... Yeah, that's Bob. I'm going to double check with Dave.
Yeah, please go away.
Who else was here?
Yes, there's Jessica, Rosie, Bob, and Shauna.
Okay, so there's 5 including him. I wonder... Okay, let's talk to Rosie and see if I can become president. I'd like to discuss the election. I'd like to throw my hat in the ring.
Did you ask Dave if that's okay?
Okay, so you're not going to let me...
Anything?
I have to
Later.
go... It's kind of weird that they give you that option, but yet no one says that it's allowed. Where did Shauna go? Election. I'd like to throw my hat in the ring. Oh, it's already grayed out.
I don't...
Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. I'd like to discuss the election. I'd like to throw my hat in. Okay, so everyone says the same thing. Dave says you can't do that. Lame? Go with lame. So I can't be president of the Republic of Dave. What if... Just saying. Oh, requires key. I can't actually pick the lock. I was going to say, what if I just put all the ballots in as my name? Dave's special key. Oh, I was caught.
Who would you vote for if you were old enough, Flower?
Santa Claus.
I really hope you're not thinking of breaking into
Oh, I can't open it.
Yes? What can President...
I was caught, but no one seems to care. Nothing else. Okay, so I can't get access to the ballot box. There's no key around here that I can use to open that. I feel like there's some stuff I can do here, but I'm not quite sure that I'm ready to make a decision yet. I talked to a lot of people in there, and I'm not sure... A lot of it was me running around probably doing the same dialogue, so I'm going to cut that part up pretty heavily and just try and show the important bits. But general gist of it is Dave runs a republic. I was trying to see if it was possible to maybe become president of his republic because they're having an election, but it seems like I can't. But I might be able to get someone else to become president, but I'm not sure why I'd want to do that. I'm going to check back there later because I spent like 30 minutes in there just talking to people and I'd like to do something else.